大家好，我是青青，欢迎回来。我们刚刚结束了《火焰纹章之风花雪月》的1周目青狮县，我们成功的帮助了法加斯神圣王国抵御了来自 Adrestia 帝国的攻击。那么我们结合一下时事啊，就是我们成功的帮助乌克兰抵御住了来自俄罗斯的攻击。那我们本周末的话呢，就换一下思路啊。我们呢要帮助俄罗斯先占领乌克兰，然后呢再一波钢铁洪流啊，直接推平北约。这就是我们2周目的黑旧线了。当然的话呢，黑旧线是有2个分支的，一个就是我刚才说的战争和平啊，另一条路线的话呢是爱与和平。也就是说，我们不帮助俄罗斯啊，虽然我们是俄罗斯人呢，但是我们觉得啊，普京实在是太邪恶了，我们要跟北约站在一边啊，我们要推翻普京的统治啊，达成爱与和平。这就是黑旧线的2条支线吧。那我们这2条路线呢都会走啊，我们先走这个战争和平啊，然后再走这个爱与和平。好，我们就开始游戏吧。我们要继承一下之前的存档。我1周目的话玩了超过50个小时了。大家都说我这个分级数太多，那我们本周末的话呢，就每一期的时间长一点啊，我们的级数呢就会少一点。继承的话，我们可以继承民生职雇佣中的骑士团、圣人像强化阶段和商店的等级。此外呢，我们还可以继承指导等级、支援等级、技能等级和精通兵种时所获得的特技或者战绩。又到了我们这个难度选择环节啊。我们1周末的话呢，选择的是轻松模式。那么我们本周末的话呢，也是不忘初心啊。我们与1周末时有相同的选择啊，不忘初心是一个非常好的品质。前面的 CG 动画啊，还有前面的剧情呢，基本上都是一样的。这不就是我的天地之剑吗？话说呢，其实青狮线虽然玩完了啊，但是呢有很多谜题都没有解开。就比如说我主角，为什么可以使用天地之剑呢？也没有交代。包括之前提到过的赤红谷惨案是什么也没说。而且青狮线并没有告诉你赛罗斯大人是谁啊，但是聪明的同学一定知道这个赛罗斯大人是谁啦。这个就是解放王涅梅西斯，他手里就是我的天地之剑。赛罗斯手里面的赛罗斯之盾啊，我们在青狮线里面也是拿到过的。看上去啊，我们能够使用涅梅西斯手中的天地之剑呢，应该是跟涅梅西斯有什么关系啊？但是我们的头发是绿色的，又跟赛罗斯大人一样。好像跟他们2个都有些关系，可是他们2个呢却水火不容啊，在这里生死相拼啊，这到底是为什么呢？青狮线没有解答的啊，我们黑旧线再来看一看吧。
Die! Die! You took everything that I loved!
解放王被杀了，这把天地之剑呢，即将是变成我们的。
He's gone now, Mother.
这个解放王涅梅西斯究竟对苏蒂斯做了什么呢？而且苏蒂斯为什么会住在我们的身体里面啊？这个的话，青赤线都没有一个合理的解释。放心吧，这个黑旧线呢就会告诉我们答案了。
Oh my. What could have brought you here? I wonder how you got in here. It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
我们呢，还是选择啊这个小姐姐。
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
啊，我们一周末的时候呢，选的是人类啊，那为什么不选另外两个呢？是因为选了也没有什么用啊，我们试一下。
Do not deceive. You would do well to keep your wit in line.
对吧？没用的啊，是邪神。
Do not deceive. You would do well to keep your wit in line.
只能选这个是人类啊。
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
默认是贝雷斯，那我们还是叫青青啊。
I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names. You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
赤狼节啊，11月24。
Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange. It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap. It is almost time to begin.
前面的剧情基本上都是一样的。
Hey, time to wake up.
老爹，
Were you having that dream again?
我一周末的时候选的是哪个？我去看一下，我选个不一样的选项。我一周末的时候选的是少女的梦啊，然后老爹说他也没见过我梦里面的那个小姑娘，那我们选择战争的梦。
Massive armies clashing on a vast field, right? There hasn't been a battle like that in over 3 centuries. In
300
any
年
case,
前。
just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
这么一说，
Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
其实老爹的好感度啊，没有什么用的。
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there were a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready. Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village. Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
Stay focused.
又来啦！
I will prevail.
“既然是教学战的话，我们就赶紧的把它打完就可以了。
Witness my power.
艾戴尔，你的斧头生锈了。我把游戏速度调成快，然后其他的话都，其他应该都不用变了啊。
We'll advance while protecting ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest. Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
特殊地形。
You have a strange aura about you. You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
行。哎，打我你！
This is a fine opportunity. Use the combat arts I taught you.
战技，我一般的话都不怎么用战技啊。我用普攻的话就直接把他给干死了，还用得着战技吗？艾戴尔来个战技吧。塞罗斯之小文章，艾戴尔的文章是什么用的？
That won't do it all.
从一周目呢，我们已经知道了艾戴尔就是炎帝啊。那么这个盗贼团呢，其实是艾戴尔搞过来的。
Should I have held back?
哦，他跑到那个树丛里面去了。看我的！哎呦！
Such power dwells within.
这样命中高一点。又触发了文章。
Now you know your limits.
Damn! Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
Attack when an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
连携攻击，命中回避。 哎呦，艾黛尔这样会不会很危险啊？
Be mindful.
哎，他们就是艾黛尔的人，会不会有什么特殊对话呢？
I'm gonna kill you where you stand.
你这个盗贼团不就是艾黛尔雇佣的吗？
One step at a time. Stay focused.
看我的，哎，艾黛尔直接就把人给弄死了。好吧，经验全是你的了。
That won't do it all.
哎，又来了，又来了！我用自己宽阔的后背为艾黛尔挡下了致命一击。 多亏苏蒂斯救我一条狗命。
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis. But I'm also known as the Beginning. Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that? I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you?
比3岁小孩还不如啊！要加苏蒂斯好感的话呢，肯定是要顺着他说啊。
Correct. You understand. You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
我1周目的时候选择谢谢他啊，那我们2周目呢选不一样的选项。
I do not hear your gratitude. Perhaps I should force you to leave?
别呀，伤敌1000，自损800
gratitude so much to ask. I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that?
"时间开始运转的话，会发生什么事呢？
When time begins again, the axe will tear into
这
your
些选
flesh
项好
and you
像
will
是不
surely
影
meet your
响你的
end.
好感度的。
How rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do?
坐着等死吧。选这个的话，肯定会降苏丽斯的好感啊。希望你能把时间倒转。
Of course. I must turn back the hands of time. Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Hey, over here!
Huh?
其实一开始救艾黛尔也没什么用啊。你像我们一周目青狮线的话，最后艾黛尔还是被我们杀掉的。
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
真是冤家路窄。哎，不能这么说吧，真是有缘。黎明遭遇战的 MVP 居然被艾黛尔抢掉了，这不是一个好兆头啊！
Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, it's been ages! Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man! Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois, just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary, one who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garrig Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
之前我们选的是来不及逃跑的盗贼成员啊，这次我们直接承认吧。选完全不相干的人的话，会降老爹的好感度啊。
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
The Knights of Seros? They do seem rather skilled. Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Seros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
选这个，我不知道他是前团长。这个的话会加艾戴尔的好感度，这到底怎么判定呢？为什么呢？
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garrigmach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me? Naive? Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well?
那既然我们要玩黑旧线的话呢，我们就选择这个啊 ，Adrestia。
A wise choice. Though the Empire has fallen from its former glory, the other regions are merely offshoots that pale in comparison.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
艾黛尔的话呢，虽是品行高洁的少女，但感觉总是被她用鉴定价值般的眼神打量。艾黛尔啊，普京啊 ，Dimitri 啊，泽连斯基，库罗德呢？啊，那必须是拜登了，对不对？
Yes, I thought the same.
I am so sleepy once again.
I may be sleeping, but
Part 1. White clouds. Great tree moon. 3 houses. The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
对，像不像一个俄罗斯、一个乌克兰、一个北约？
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garrick Mach Monastery.
圣墓。这训练场吧，这个。
Is here.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
那个人，你曾经来过这里吗？
You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
大司教。
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
下一任教
Thank
皇
you for your
是我。
patience, Gerald. My name is Sethith. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
报上姓名。
A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald,
You already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
作为佣兵，作为打杂的，刷厕所的。
Nothing like that. They want you to teach. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Lady Rhea 是个好人啊，好吗？
So young.
在青狮县里面，他为了救我被打下了万丈悬崖。不对，好像是我被打入了万丈悬崖。不对，好像是我为了救他被打入了万丈悬崖。哎，反正 Lady Rhea 对我们还是很不错的啊。
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Goodie.
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefranc Opera Company's beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flayn is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the Church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Lady Rhea 好像一直都非常的信任我，这到底是为什么呢？不过，如果我们选择帮助艾戴尔的话呢，就会跟 Lady Rhea 决裂啊！悲剧啊！金鹿的话，我们下个周末再玩。黑鹫。青狮，哎，我们上一周末的青狮，哎，这不我老公亚修吗？小凡因古利特，嘟嘟，
Of course.
我们来接第一个工作吧。
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers' Academy, correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me. May I ask a favor of you?
去吧，跟3位级长呢打个招呼。西提斯和阿罗伊斯在这儿啊，不理他，直奔主题。先来个全景。先找艾戴尔。
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresbalg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles.
是的。
I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
我们挨个看一下吧，这就是我们即将指导的学籍。
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant. arrogant even. But there's little to be done. One day, I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities. Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
休伯特的话呢，他主要就是一个暗术师啊。
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Duke Ire, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status.
菲尔迪南特的话呢，他主要是职业发展路线的话是骑士啊，跟小凡一样。话说在刚接触这个游戏的时候啊，我一眼望过去就相中了这个菲尔迪南特。我觉得他论外表的话是所有学生里面最出众的啊。但是的话，其实这个人的性格，不说了，我们到时候再看吧。
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
林哈尔特的话呢，他也是一个魔术师，也是个奶妈啊。林哈尔特的性格，青青非常的欣赏，就是现在最流行的躺平摆烂卡斯帕尔。
He's the second son of Count Bergliez. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
卡斯帕尔的话呢，我准备把他培养成飞龙骑士。
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she's shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
贝尔的话是个弓箭手啊，其实我非常喜欢这个人物啊。Dorothea.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
她是一个平民。
To the west of Fodlan is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
佩托拉呢，她其实是个人质啊，因为她的国家呢被这个帝国啊打下来了，成为了附属国，所以的话，她就跑来帝国这里做个人质。她的话呢，我主要把她培养成一个剑客吧。
Yes.
Pardon me.
那边不能去啊。我好像应该往右走。再来一个全景啊，士官学校周围，3个学级啊，每个学级都有自己专属的教室。卡斯帕尔和林哈尔特在聊天。卡斯帕尔好矮啊，林哈尔特也没多高，他居然比林哈尔特矮了一个头。库罗德，来吧。
Well, well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
下周末再说吧。最后呢，我们去讲一下小王子，然后就可以结束任务啦。
Hello. Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blayford, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the blue lions catch your attention?
我已经了解过了，小王子。
I appreciate your effort.
回去吧。
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
我要负责的呢是黑鹫。
So you have chosen the Black Eagles led by Edelgard, correct? Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flane. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers' Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flane. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Wait, so our new professor is you? I didn't see that one coming.
Easy, Caspar. Aren't you being a bit rude?
You know it's a waste of time to expect politeness from him. It will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take a nap.
Don't look at me like that! Oh, and please don't talk to me too much either. I'm sorry for the chaos you've walked into.
I hear we are rather close in age, Professor. I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us. In our class, we try to treat each other as equals, despite any differences in age or status. Personally, I would love to include you in that inner circle.
不介意，不介意。
You have a gut, Professor. I will take great joy from your teachings.
Petra, I believe you mean to say that our professor has guts. That's a bit different from having a gut. You can't go around saying someone so slim and attractive has a gut.
Oh, please take my apologies. I have not yet mastered this language.
佩托拉的话是个外国人
Professor,
啊。
I want you to know that it's perfectly acceptable for you to treat me as you do the others. I may be the Imperial Princess, but here at the Academy, I'm just another student. That said, know that I have high expectations of you, and high hopes. But I'm certain you can lead the Black Eagle House to greatness.
Sure, sure. Now let's break the ice with a training session. I want to see our new teacher in action.
Why will the ice be broken? Is this a custom I have missed in my studies?
Not real ice, just the ice of, well, it just means let's get to know each other.
I don't want to train. Let's stay in the classroom and learn from a book. Let's all calm down and have a nice cup of tea, how about? Doesn't that sound lovely, Professor?
所以这个黑鹫的话，
I
其实
know
这
we
些
all
学生
agreed
都
to
比较
treat each
奇
other as
怪，对不对
equals, but there is a limit to what I can tolerate. The esteemed Black Eagle House requires order.
Looks like your first job will be to quiet down this racket. I don't envy you.
They're not normally this rowdy. I do hope you can manage, Professor.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now.
你所说的这个文章，我也有吗？
I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all. Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think, there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
获得继承过关数据的特点名声值提升了。
Professors of the Officers Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month and when.
先来领取一下补给品。美岸之章过关特点啊，这个是 DLC 的，送给我们起源宝贝和10000点的名声。赶紧准备一下。哦，现在的话呢，我有这个什么护龙之阵、雪龙之阵，这是持有者会获得一些文章啊。这个的话先不用看。先把这些东西吃掉。HP 上限加7，力量加3。移动力加2，这个东西很重要。速度加3，这个也非常的重要。速度的话，影响我们是攻击1次还是攻击2次。伤药不管，铁剑留一把吧。看一下这些，这是干嘛的？使用武器攻击时，低几率使对手不可反击。魔法攻击低几率使威力提升。魔法攻击低几率不消费次数。哦，这个多米尼克的话，这个是那个雅尼特他们家啊。然后这个马库伊尔是谁啊？弗拉鲁达利乌斯，这个是菲利克斯他们家的。使用武器攻击时，偶尔会使威力提升。我用不着这些正的，因为我每次都是一击秒杀，一击必杀。魔法攻击时低几率不消费次数，这个给那些暗术师啊、魔术师之类的用。这个是战技提升威力，低几率使战技攻击与武器消费为2倍。武器攻击时低几率使对手不可反击。使用战技时经常使威力提升。戈迪耶，这小凡他们家啊。使用回复魔法时低几率不消费次数。战技所造成伤害的30%回复。使用回复魔法时低几率不消费次数。哦，我现在就已经可以给他们配备了，是吧？艾德尔的话，战技，拿个这个吧，冰龙之阵。休伯特啊，休伯特的话，他是个暗术师啊。暗术师的话就，让他用那个使用魔法，使用魔法的那个低几率不消费次数。其实他的次数也还可以啊，让他用这个魔法攻击时威力提升。风龙之阵。菲尔迪南特的话，他是一个骑士啊。骑士的话，他是用那个武器攻击嘛，低几率使对手不可反击，威力提升吧，这个吧。 林哈尔特的话，他也是一个魔法师啊，魔法攻击时低几率不消。其实林哈尔特的话，他其实是个奶妈，那我给他一个使用回复魔法的那个，对，就这个。卡斯帕尔的话，他是用武器攻击啊，这个吧。贝尔纳提塔有一个使用战绩回复30%生命的，对，就这个雪龙之阵。Dorothea， 你也拿一个跟林哈尔特一样的回复魔法不消耗次数。佩托拉的话呢，它主要是战绩，经常使威力提升，但是我一般都不用战绩的，我一般都是普攻的。这个吧，我的话就不要了。我看一下他们各自。我的文章现在还没有。艾戴尔·塞罗斯之小文章，使用战绩时偶尔会使威力提升。哎，休伯特居然是没有文章的吗？菲尔迪南特·齐霍尔之小文章，齐霍尔啊。我们在青视线里面已经知道，齐霍尔的话，他其实就是西提斯啊，掌管大地，使用战绩时偶尔会使对手不可反击。林哈尔特居然是西斯林之小文章，西斯林的话，我们也知道啊，其实就是福莲，他们已经活了几千岁了啊，这些人都不死的。使用回复魔法时偶尔会使威力提升。卡斯帕尔居然也是没有文章的。贝尔印迪哈之小文章，传说中圣者印迪哈所寄宿之文章的小文章，掌管水的智慧，使用武器攻击时低几率攻击2次。多罗蒂亚的话，因为他是平民啊，平民的话一般都是没有文章的。佩托拉是个外国人，更加不会有文章了。哎，你就发现一个很奇怪的啊，黑鹫学员他们的文章呢，基本上都是跟4圣人有关的，对吧？你看这些人的文章，但是我们之前玩到青狮，他们的文章就是10节的，就是基本上都是10节的文章了，就不一样。你看他们这些文章全都是4圣人的文章，然后青狮的全都是10节的。这个信息呢非常的重要啊，它代表着什么呢？那我们玩下去才会知道。好，我们先解锁一下指导等级。那我现在的话有6万点的名声啊，非常的。我的指导等级啊，直接到 A 加了。牛逼！解锁支援等级啊，因为我继承啊，我只可以解锁我曾经到达过的支援等级。S 级的话只有亚修1个，而且小王子的这个支援等级是啊，因为我现在选的是黑鹫嘛，所以的话就我可以解锁这个雷亚。这样的话就不触发事件呢，直接就解锁了，就不触发事件的嘛。它如果不触发事件的话，我们之后的话到那个什么 Extra 里面去看一下雷迪瑞亚的支援剧情就好了。 剑术的话，直接到 S 吧。剑术、枪术、辅术。剑术 D 加，格斗没有，理学的话到 C 加，这样的话可以更好的指导信仰。指挥等级 A 加。重装，马术，飞行，差不多了。兵种特技。平民的话用不着继承，都继承一下吧。剑客，中级的佣兵，高级的刀剑将领，文章道具啊，这些的话用不着了。我们再过来换件衣服啊，换成舞者服装啊，性感一点，激发学生们的学习兴趣。
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
懂了，二楼雅间嘛，是吧？
Some believe the dignity of the Empire rests on the results of the mock battle. That's an overstatement, of course. Still, we must do our best to prevail. You should take the time to learn each student's abilities. Perhaps some extra lessons and training sessions are in order? You look as if you have no idea what's going on here. I know my way around, so I'm happy to help you find your footing.
啊，这些的话我们不用了解了，已经了解过了。
Dimitri and Claude are the leaders of the other two houses. Do not underestimate them. When we take the field, it would be best not to engage the both of them at once.
对了，我不是继承了骑士团了吗？哎，对吗？对吗？看看有骑士团没有升到顶级的吗？这个没升到顶级啊，我来给他练一练。艾德尔贾特的话，达斯卡步兵团，你把达斯卡步兵团给艾德尔用的话，丢丢要气死的。帕麦拉佣兵团吧，这个吧。休伯特，休伯特，你暂时不用了。费尔迪南特来练一下这个达斯卡步兵团。那其他人的话，休伯特给他装一个什么呢？这个吧。林哈尔特， 随便来装一些，这个吧，你就没了。
Listen to this. Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class.
那当然了，他可是死神骑士啊，
After
好
that
不好？
teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement. I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead. I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. I could probably take you, though.
你可以的啊，小伙子。
Seriously? You should really work on your self-confidence if you're planning on being a professor.
什么？我谦虚一下，反而是不加好感的选项吗？
I care nothing of friendship. If you have no business here, leave.
他现在对我们爱答不理的啊，但是呢，他之后会发现我们是他的真爱啊。死神骑士，我们的老朋友了。死神骑士的话，他是一个可以搞基的角色啊。这个游戏里面可以搞基的角色呢，特别的少。死神骑士就是其中的一个，还有一个是林哈尔特。
Let me know when you are hungry.
如果你选男角色的话呢，也可以跟他们两个结婚。
I will make you a quality meal, as thanks for your service to His Highness. I have a request.
Okay.
宿舍周围，2楼的话是贵族，1楼的话是平民啊。2楼雅间。
That's so.
还有2个任务都是在食堂。小凡。
Well, there's Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes. Lady Rhea's quite the beauty, too. And I must admit, I've even checked out Professor Manuela once or twice.
那你就不 check 我一下？
You know, Professor, I think I'm going to like it at the Officers Academy. There are beautiful girls as far as the eye can see. Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
这个都是一些教学啊，小凡他居然不夸我长得漂亮啊！亚修，
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year for naps. I could just forget all about my assignment.
的确令人想睡。那下次一起睡觉啊！哎，这不我老公亚修吗？好了，我们开始培育。这个太贵了啊！我们灌注一下魔力吧。
My thanks.
这个任务的话呢，跟我们1周末玩的时候是一样的啊。
Hi there.
我记得还有一个任务的话是福莲让我们去钓鱼，对吧？没说错吧
Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself.
他都已经活了几千岁了啊，确实不应该再做学生了，真是可惜。
Should the opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in earnest. The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have. Might you help me with a favor?
啊，果然我没记错，果然是这个钓鱼的任务。来给食堂一个全景吧。我一眼就看到了菲利克斯啊，先不用管他。哦，我们只可以请小姐姐吃饭啊。
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
干劲提升。
Nice. I knew I could count on you.
好，我们再去钓个鱼啊。是你，哎，还是跟菲利克斯对着干。
I'm busy. Do you want something?
陪我练剑
I
吗？
can't right now, but let's fight soon.
我们可以把以前在青师教过的学生啊，全都让他们转学转到黑鹫来。但是我们真的要这么做吗？如果我们不把他们转学转过来，然后又选择帮助艾戴尔去侵略法加斯神圣王国的话呢，就会与他们为敌啊！这样是不是很残酷呢？啊，但是如果把他们转学转到黑鹫来的话，就更残酷了啊！这样的话就会出现父子相残这种事情。就好比如果我们把菲利克斯啊，把他抓到黑鹫来的话呢，他就会跟他老爹为敌，在战场上面就会把他老爹杀掉。向福莲去交任务吧。
You have helped me so much.
所有的任务都完成了，我们回家吧。菲尔迪南特。
Much appreciated.
直接课题出击。鹫与狮子与鹿之争，这就是个迷你版的狮鹫大战吧。
It's finally time for the mock battle. This is my chance to measure your worth as an instructor. Do you think you can rise to the challenge?
交给我吧，没自信是什么鬼
So confident. This will be interesting. Each of us has undergone strict training. We're prepared for anything that comes our way. That means there's no need to hold back. Show us what you're capable of.
Hey there. Did we miss our invite to this strategy meeting? No, no worries. We'll just join in now.
Simply tell me your weaknesses and you're welcome to stay. But is there enough time to cover them all?
Ah, so you can't win unless you know my weakness. Poor princess. You really should believe in yourself more.
I spare no effort when pursuing victory. As a master of schemes, I should think you would understand.
Schemes? Me? I have no idea what you're talking about. I plan to fight fair and square as ever.
Hearing the words fair and square from Claude can only be a bad omen.
Your Highnesses haven't known me for very long, but you already have me figured out, don't you?
No need to poke fun. I will fight with honor. That said, I will fight to win.
Yes, and the same is true of us. Right, Professor?
我是不会输的。
If that is how you feel, then I will not hold back.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
Ah, how time flies. In that case, I'll see you later.
Edelgard, Professor, be careful out there.
指南就不用看了。选择单位，休伯特一定要上，林哈尔特也要上，奶妈。菲尔迪南特的话，也可以上吧，就上这默认的几个人吧，默认他们比较厉害嘛。反正我的位置不能变。看一下大家都在哪儿。青狮的话上的是嘟嘟、梅斯、小王子，还有亚修。哎，这个库罗德和希尔达还是非常鸡贼的躲在这个位置啊。那不管我们选青狮还是选黑鸠的话呢，他们两个金鹿的这两货都是躲在这里。那我们还是那个策略啊，我从左边绕过去，然后大部队的话从右边直接上。哦，存个档吧。
The mock battle is finally here. Will you lead us to victory?
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
老爹就是个 NPC 啊。看一下他们的范围啊。
Stay focused.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
哎，其实我挺喜欢菲尔迪南特的这个语音的。
I will prevail.
As you wish.
None of your shallow tactics are required, Claude. Ignatz and I will dismantle the opposition.
Me? But I'm not ready.
Are you making light of our new professor? If you drop your guard, you're gonna get hurt.
Ash, can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
小王子，你
Once you finish preparing, make your move. Did you, Mercedes? Keep our enemy occupied until then. I'm on it.
小王子，你让人家一个弓箭手冲在前面。
Let's use the forest to set up an ambush. I'm counting on your support, everyone.
I've lost? Oh, unthinkable.
什么叫反杀？什么叫反杀？
Predictable.
If they're waiting in the forest, we do well to take a detour.
I've lost. The new professor is quite a commander.
Should I have held back? Such power dwells within.
多拉，哇！ 触不到他是吧？攻击只能用这一招啦。但其实这一招的话打不了多少血。
So strong. Have to do better next time.
Well, how was that?
过来加个血。
Unexpected.
菲尔迪南特。
Well done, Teach. I may have to take this seriously after all.
我绕过去，然后他们几个的话，过来呀，过来呀，你
Are you
们！
really gonna fight 2 houses at once? An impressive display of confidence.
This is a good opportunity for us. Let's forge ahead.
哎，小王子上来了，嘟嘟也过来了，怎么回事呢？他们走这么远干嘛？让我看看，嘟嘟的话，他是怕魔法攻击啊。哎呦，战技旋风枪！吸干嘟嘟。
Apologies, Your Highness. I can go no further.
And I didn't even enjoy it.
嘟嘟先休息一下好了，剩下的呢都交给我。差一点点，猛击。
Oh no! This is as far as I can go.
Witness my power. I must get stronger.
哦，他俩休伯特。哎，别走啊你！头斧、手斧。
Ouch! Was that really necessary?
You fought well.
双马尾战神还没有发育成型啊！在青狮县里面，其实我们看到希尔达的战斗力到底有多恐怖。
Dimitri, it's time. We can finally settle the question of who's stronger.
Very well. I accept your challenge. With you as my opponent, I won't hold anything back.
I would expect no less.
对不起了，小王子。
Whoa, did I get stronger?
My training was insufficient. I am so sorry, everyone.
哦，而且他还躲进了树丛。
Predictable.
Let this be a lesson. Well done. I nearly wound up a patient in my own infirmary.
That is that. I'm not setting a very good example.
Stronger than this?
So, you've made it past Manuela, eh? I see now I must focus and then...
菲尔迪南特过来深邃森林。哇，他好硬哦！哎呦哎呦，够不到哎！ 你是什么计策？哦
We won't hold back. It's a long road yet.
哆啦 A 梦。
My goodness. The leadership of someone with actual battle experience is... well, I was as good as useless.
Hardly worth my time. I still have a long way to go.
获得了终极考试的准考证啊！
How interesting.
I'll find their weakness.
就让我来结束这一切吧。
Coming up with brilliant schemes I can handle, no problem, but I'm not much for fighting. Go easy on me. You know that was a joke, right? Jeez, not so much as a smile.
哈！你躲得过初一，你躲得过15吗？
We must all do our part.
I must have let my guard down. I guess that's a loss for the Golden Deer House.
All right, that's that. The winner of this mock battle is... the Black Eagle House!
Even though it was just a mock battle, we defeated both houses masterfully. Take pride in this victory, everyone.
MVP 肯定是我吧。
Excellent work today, Professor. Though our victory should come as no surprise.
简直绰绰有余，这是千钧一发。
Was it? I'm not sure I agree with that.
看来我选错了，他的好感度没有加。
That was impressive, Professor. I mean, impressive. We gained a victory because of your great leadership.
We certainly did. We all tried our best, of course, but we couldn't have won without you.
I was curious what it would look like if you did not hold back, and you did not disappoint.
I dare say we owe our victory to Lady Edelgard.
How so? For that battle, she was only a soldier following our professor's command. Sure, she was an incredibly powerful soldier.
Don't worry about it too much, Linhardt. All that matters is that we won.
I'm all done with being on the battlefield, okay? I'd rather stay back than pursue victory out there.
你就
You
没
were
上
all as
场吧，
ridiculous
加里
as
顿。
always. We only managed to win because we worked together. Was it something I said? Is it so odd, me talking about togetherness? If so, that perception must change. In fact, I'm canceling the festivities so we can discuss this topic further. I'm kidding, of course. Come on, everyone. We've earned this celebration.
青师胜利的话，我们干什么来着？
Your
好像
work
是
with the
喝酒
students
吧
was。remarkable. I can see Gerald trained you well. I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students.
加深了。
I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow closer still.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of the Eagle and Lion, which will take place during the Wyvern Moon. You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate the Academy during the long-held tradition that is the coming battle.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month ahead. Your class is to dispose of some bandits causing trouble nearby.
讨伐盗贼。
Those affiliated with Garrigmach Monastery have a moral obligation to help those in need, regardless of social standing. Students are no exception. Each month before the newly birthed moon departs, each house of students must complete their assigned mission. You shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students and report back to the Archbishop before the deadline. Understood? I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you would only forget, and I despise repeating myself.
I can sense something special within your heart. I have high hopes for you.
Bandits, they say. Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly again, correct? Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that you are shocked to hear from me. You ought to know that I am always with you now. To hear my voice should not come as a shock. Whatever shall I do with you? I am alive within the confines of your heart. I am unknown to all but you, but through your eyes and ears, I see and hear. Just listen to your heart, as you are doing now, and we may speak like this. That is all that I know.
灵魂伴侣啊！
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of Damned Saros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play. How interesting.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to!
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. One you will pay for. The road to eternal torment awaits you all. Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
艾戴尔真是个双面人啊！
Part 1. White Clouds. Harpstring Moon. Familiar scenery. In honor of the saints whose births or deaths took place under this moon, the people perform music once beloved by those divine beings. Whether by harp, by flute, or voice alone, joyous melodies are shared between farmers as they sow their seeds across the vast plains of Tailtean and Gronder.
As you have already been notified, your mission is to subdue some bandits. Our students have been learning about combat through study, but this is a precious opportunity to provide them with practical experience. The Knights will support your mission and are prepared to offer their assistance if necessary. In short, this is no mock battle. You must be prepared for anything. You will receive a message from the Knights when it is time to depart. Until then, use your time wisely.
The last time we fought bandits, you saved me. Maybe I can return the favor this time.
一起加油吧!
The Knights are well aware of our enemy's strength. We can count on them to keep the battlefield under control for us. It seems unlikely that we would lose. Still, let's do all we can to prepare.
You seem well. Are you adjusting to life at the monastery?
不习惯，说不习惯的话呢，才能加老爹的好感。
Well, I didn't expect it would be easy on you. When we were mercenaries, I handled everything. Outside of battle, you didn't have much contact with people, did you? I thought being thrown into a swarm of noble brats to teach would be a bit much for you. It seems I was right to worry. By the way, I heard about those bandits. Your first assignment is to take them out, right? That's fairly routine for you by now, but don't forget it's the first real taste of battle for those brats. It'll be tougher to sleep at night if you let one of your little pupils die. So stay vigilant and lead them well. I wish I could offer you my support, but Lady Rhea won't allow it. For now, I'll try to figure out what she wants from you. I don't mind you settling into your life here, but don't let your guard down. Ever.
今天是雅尼特的生日啊！雅尼特，哎呀，200块钱还是挺多的，我们就算了吧。阿比斯，我们来参加一下资格考试吧。首先就是我现在的话可以考一个。 我的剑客已经是升到满级的了，我们来考一个士兵吧。士兵的话没有考过哎。
A new path to tread.
艾德尔。 艾德尔的话呢，主要是用斧子，用斧子的话呢，就是这个战士了。
As expected.
其他人的话等级都没有达到5级啊，那就不能够参加初级考试。 给自己买一把枪吧，铁枪就够了。锻炼一下我们的枪术。道具店的话呢，我们来买一个火把，一个就够了。 艾 艾黛尔和贝尔的支援等级提升。
Bernadetta, why are you following me? You were following me quite conspicuously, so why attempt to hide now?
Please don't hurt me!
Calm yourself. I have no reason to harm you.
Forgive me, I beg you. I'll go straight back to my room and you'll never see me again, I swear.
Bernadetta.
Yes, Lady Edelgard.
Please explain why you were following me and why you tried to hide.
Is Her Highness saying she will not condemn me?
Please, speak like the human that you are. I already said no harm will come to you.
Yes, I'm sorry. Permit me to explain. Lady Edelgard, you are fearless. I look up to you as an example to follow.
And that explains it. How?
I decided to watch you from a distance, to learn from you. But your presence is, intimidating. I got more and more scared until I finally couldn't help but try to hide. Forgive me, I threw myself upon your mercy.
Honestly. Look, nobody is truly fearless. Even I have things that I'm afraid of.
What? You do?
You seem oddly overjoyed at the thought.
No, of course not. But, what in the world could possibly frighten you?
The sea. I find the pitch black of the open sea at night quite frightening. I can't swim, so if the sea were to wash me away, I fear I would never return.
这个艾黛尔跟福莲是反着来的。福莲说他非常喜欢大海。确实啊，他们两个确实是死敌。
The sea? I think I may have seen it once. Maybe. I didn't know you couldn't swim. That's a surprise.
Again, my shortcomings delight you. Everyone has fears as well as things they can't do. How many times must I tell you?
I really did make you angry!
我之前的话，把我跟这个雷亚的支援等级提升到 C， 这样的话，啊，他没有办法触发我们的这个剧情。那之后的话，我们去那个 Extra 里面看一下。我们来给大家设定一下目标吧。首先的话，艾黛尔的话呢，我要把它培养成飞龙骑士，但是他现在学的是辅术和指挥啊，也可以，先不用动了。那休伯特的话呢，理学跟指挥。菲尔迪南特让他学枪术和马术，枪术和指挥吧。林哈尔特就这两个。卡斯帕尔的话呢，辅术和指挥。贝尔呢，学剑术和指挥。多罗蒂亚，理学和信仰。他的信仰虽然是不擅长的，但是可以才能绽放啊。佩托拉的话呢，剑术和指挥。这样就没有问题啊。再来检查一下。我现在应该是找不到苏蒂斯的，虽然听到了女孩子说话的声音，但是苏蒂斯呢并没有暴露出她的实体来。配属骑士团帮助主厨，设立圣歌队，令人不安的谣言，和猫狗打好关系，都是一些教学啊。
Professor, hey, do you know how old Captain Gerald is?
That's enough, Leone. If I don't know, how could my child know?
It's not normal to forget your own age, you know. It's kind of worrisome, actually.
By the time you're forgetting your own age, you're past the point of caring.
I guess if you put it that way, you've got a point.
I have a request.
杰拉尔特佣兵团、塞罗斯教团兵、塞罗斯佣兵团。我们的话去一趟。大教堂没去过。去这个食堂。
Would you kindly do something for me?
接着的话呢，我们去校园的入口处看一下啊。对了，我还要去收个菜。萨米亚，那张脸，我有在哪里见过你吗
？No, sorry. Must be my imagination.
怎么了，萨米亚？你看上去怪怪的呀。收获：胡萝卜、卷心菜和洋葱。草本植物的种子，我们选择这个会不会有点太贵呀？灌注魔力就好了。哎，这边有个什么东西？紫色花朵种子，种子的种植方法。玛丽安诺的话呢，我们先不要理他，之后我们先周末玩金鹿的时候，我们再跟他对话。把地图开一开。水虫。市场这里的话，暂时没有什么任务啊。我们要去的是这里，跟猫狗打好关系。
Can't be serious. I need your help.
过来这里撸猫，诶？这。送给他一些礼物。卷心菜、胡萝卜，送胡萝卜吧。喂猫吃胡萝卜。啊，真有你的！喂猫吃胡萝卜。去大教堂的话，要先经过大厅，还不如先去一趟士官学校。黑旧的教室，这两个谁不认识？艾黛尔，休伯特总是跟艾黛尔在一起啊，就好像丢丢总是跟小王子在一起一样。
For some students, this will be their first time stepping onto a real battlefield. It's important that they're mentally prepared. As for me, do I look green to you? Is there anything else you wish to ask me about?
I fully accept the necessity of real battle from time to time, but it is still a surprise to be tasked with punishing bandits without warning. It is a rather different sort of mission. It makes me wonder what the Archbishop is planning.
因为他们跟这个 Lady Rhea 是敌对的关系啊，所以他们总是看上去怪怪的。我们往哪儿走呢？对，往这儿走。嗯？不对，我好像走反了，我应该往那儿走。先通过这里，然后再。
Hey there.
Junior.
That person sure does remind me of somebody, but I can't figure out who. Oh, do you need me for something? Sorry, but I'm really busy right now.
之前呢，萨米亚也说那个人怎么样，那么 Julia 也在这里说那个人怎么样，他们到底在说谁啊？你们
？Really?
菲尔迪南特。
Do you know of the Eyre family? We have long held the position of Prime Minister in the Empire. The Empire's power lies with 6 noble families, my family foremost among them. The full explanation may be time-consuming. I can give you a moment to get ready, if you would like to take notes.
准备好了。
All right, I will list the 6 great noble families. There's Caspar's father, Count Burgles, the Minister of Military Affairs. Then there's Linhardt's father, Count Hevering, the Minister of Domestic Affairs. Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is the Minister of Religious Affairs. Hubert's father, Marquis Vestra, is the Minister of the Imperial Household. Finally, we have Duke Gert, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and my own father, Duke Eyre, the Prime Minister. One day, I will take his place as the Prime Minister of the Empire. I am more talented than anyone in my class, even Edelgard. I will lead the Empire to a bright, enlightened future.
我很期待。
There is nothing I cannot achieve.
其实艾德尔上位之后做的第一件事情呢，就是罢免你爸，好吧？来给大教堂来一个全景。
Here's an idea.
I have a favor to ask.
设立圣歌队。梅斯。
The cathedral is nice and quiet. It's so relaxing. Oh, Professor, did you come to pray to the goddess?
没错。
Me too. Shall we pray together?
不用挖他了，我们就让他们待在自己的国家。
Inside the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the 4 saints. Do you know of them?
知道啊，其中2个，一个圣齐霍尔就是你，圣西斯林的话就是福莲。
Saint Indec, Saint Macule, Saint Keyhole, and
Saint Sapline. Who is your favorite, Professor?
Now that you are a member of the Church, be sure to familiarize yourself with our teachings and traditions. I have something to ask of you.
令人不安的谣言啊，我们要把谣言压下来，请他们去喝茶。小凡
Professor, you're the one taking out the bandits? That's one way to start your career at the Academy. I didn't expect they'd order us to risk our lives here. Seems a bit extreme, doesn't it?
别挖了，小凡一挖就挖得了的啊。还是让他留在法加斯神圣王国吧，不然的话，小王子也太可怜了。
Bridget, Elmira, Dusker, even people from far-off lands gather here at the Academy. Word of advice, Professor. There are those who don't think kindly of such people.
心怀不满者的情报。现在呢，就可以去交任务啦。料理食谱中，料理食谱下。
Lovely. Swimming through a sea of countless books, tracking down that single sought-after volume, it's absolute bliss. How do the poor fools who spend their days sharpening swords and polishing armor find any joy in life?
What the?
林哈尔特性格不错吧？旁边是伊古纳兹啊，伊古纳兹的话，他是一个画家。先去找一下 Lady Rhea， 看看他有没有什么话对我说。
I see. Thank you for paying me a visit. Is there anything troubling you? Or is there perhaps something I can help you with?
赛罗斯教的教义。
Believers live their lives by her sacred wisdom. Please use the library's vast resources to learn more. I can often be found here, so if there is ever anything you need, please do not hesitate to pay me a visit.
Well...
兵法入门书。好，我们来更新一下我们的骑士团啊。首先我的话，我在练这个盗贼埃德尔的话呢，你就来练一下这个赛罗斯教团兵。达斯卡步兵团，你来练一下赛罗斯佣兵团。佩托拉的话来练一下，杰拉尔特佣兵团可以了。另外的话呢，准备一下我们的特技啊，主要就是我自己的特技了。我为什么会有个格斗术啊？真是破符者，这什么垃圾！来一个埋伏，指挥。剑术、埋伏、指挥是要的，破符者不要。骑士团战力强攻之阵，守卫利用兵术，领导者的榜样，神圣之力，技巧加速。利用兵术，不对啊，我不是用枪术的吧？我应该装备这个才对。可以了。跟汉尼曼对个话吧。
Excellent work guiding the students in the mock battle. Taking command like that? Simply splendid. And bearing the unknown crest's power? Yes, I'm talking about you. Your talents are incredible, and Lady Rhea's insight as to your potential is doubly so.
吹的一手好彩虹屁啊！宿舍1楼，这里是要来找谁呢？这。 Dorothea。哦，这是来找那个合唱表的。
Professor, truth is, my undershirt got blown away by the wind, and it's not important why. It only matters that it's pale blue.
我跟你一起找吧。
Thank you so much.
你确定是被风吹走的，不是被人家偷掉的吗
？What is it? I'm not doing anything.
在这种地方竟然有看起来很好吃的点心。
Oh, come on. That's just cruel.
家里蹲啊，他是个社恐。
My savior, thank you.
选谁？我们让马努艾拉跟汉尼曼。
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Lo! Get it? Lo!
The utter discord. I cannot stand it. I do wish everyone would listen to one another.
So, inside the cathedral, Saint. Now that you are... Well done. You have my thanks.
我们去向主厨汇报吧。
You're a lifesaver.
I've got to find out everyone's likes and dislikes so I know what to cook. Who knows when it'll be my turn at kitchen duty? How about you, Professor? Do you like sweet or spicy food?
喜欢甜的。
Ooh, same. I'll definitely remember that.
我们看一下大家的喜好吧。首先我的话，我是没有喜好的啊。艾黛尔的话呢，他喜欢读书、独自散步。他喜欢优秀的人，讨论历史观和战略，大自然美丽的风景。他讨厌旧有价值观。因为他是战争的发动者嘛，他肯定是想破除一些封建糟粕。他还讨厌这个文章老鼠所练游泳，表露出不能自已的态度。看一下休伯特吧，他的兴趣是研究战略和战术，和观察艾德尔贾特。他对艾德尔贾特呢，就像丢丢对小王子一样喜欢嘲讽特服帮得上主公忙的人，聪明人，讨厌赛罗斯教。你看他跟艾德尔都非常讨厌这个赛罗斯教赌博、高处聊往事，妨碍主公的人，愚蠢的人。菲尔迪南特呢， 他的兴趣就是保持贵族的风范，收集武具，喜欢骑马，红茶正义，符合贵族身份的言行高处。诶，哦，你看，刚才这个休伯特说他讨厌高处啊，接着的话，菲尔迪南特呢就喜欢高处，所以他们两个呢是非常不对付的。他讨厌怠惰没有贵族样的贵族。林哈尔特的兴趣是所有跟睡觉相关的事，文章学的研究。他喜欢睡午觉、晚起、读书、钓鱼、甜食、自由。讨厌争执学、武器、勤奋、义务、束缚、政治、鬼怪。啊，其实林哈尔特跟我特别像。卡斯帕尔呢，他的兴趣是活动身体，早睡早起，吃饭快。这什么鬼啊？少吃零食，多睡觉。喜欢的东西：打架、锻炼、惩奸除恶，讨厌谎言、不公正的事，安静的待着，讨厌下雨。贝尔的话，他的兴趣是刺绣和编织，撰写附带插画的小说。喜欢的东西是读书、画画、音乐、刺绣、罕见的植物、布偶、孤单一人。讨厌与其他人接触和对话，可怕的人，父亲。带孝女啊，讨厌他爹。Dorothea 的话，她的兴趣是没有，她喜欢唱歌、音乐、舞台、装饰品、小动物。讨厌傲慢的贵族自己，那她肯定很讨厌菲尔迪南特了，对不对？佩托拉呢，她的兴趣是狩猎和鞣制皮革以及学习，喜欢的东西是在海中游泳，这跟艾德尔是反的。太阳、爬树、家人、故乡啊，毕竟的话，他是一个人质啊，所以应该是很想念自己家乡的家人。讨厌数据偷懒、差别待遇。你都是个人质了，那肯定是要差别待遇了呀。今日菜单：艾德尔、贾特、林哈尔特、嘟嘟、亚修、谢尔凡。鳟鱼豆汤。
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
我们来找一个汉尼曼和马努埃拉都爱吃的，我要加一下他们两个之间的支援度啊。之后我也是会把他们两个都拉到我们黑鹫学院来，直接把其他学院的2个老师拉过来。哎，他们都喜欢吃炖卷心菜。这样是不是会加他们两个的？
This is lovely. I welcome an opportunity for us three to get together and enjoy one another's company.
I wouldn't normally want you around for dinner, Hanneman, but it's kinda nice once in a while.
我们3个之间吃饭的话呢，是会有这个特殊对话的啊。嗯。 汉尼曼和马努埃拉。
Manuela, isn't it a bit rude to sigh at someone the moment you see them enter the room?
Hanneman, isn't it a bit rude to tell others how to behave? Besides, I could be sighing about any number of things more interesting than you.
Goodness, you're unusually irritable today. Don't you imagine your attitude a bit excessive? You snap at every little thing, your ill mood on display for one and all. It saddens me to see such behavior from one who should be setting a good example for the younger generation.
Well, listen to the noble lecturing a lowly commoner to be on her best behavior. Oh, wait. I meant to say, the former noble.
I fail to understand how my birth is relevant to the topic at hand. I was merely trying to say that as a fellow adult...
You're not done lecturing yet? Leave me alone and go pester someone else. Maybe leave everyone alone and go focus on your precious crest research.
I don't know what to say to you, Manuela. I was only speaking out of honest concern.
Oh, was that a sigh I heard? Isn't it a bit rude to sigh at someone just because...
Don't be so childish. You are so sensitive to ill will from others, yet you let your own emotions run wild. Why is it that you cannot keep a handle on yourself?
Keep a handle on? Well, I've never. What makes you think you're so much better? Just because you keep your emotions bottled up behind your stupid, stony face. Well, it doesn't mean everyone else has to do the same. Stop telling everyone how to behave, Hanneman. It will make you and the rest of us much happier.
I will not stand for this insolence. It is high time someone taught you.
Go on! If you think you can change me, I'd like to see you try. Ha! Thought so. You wouldn't dare.
Absolutely insufferable.
你们两个要发展办公室恋情吗？要变成一对欢喜冤家吗？蜜桃冰沙。来个这个吧，请菲尔迪南特和佩托拉。
Delicious! After a scrumptious meal like that, I feel that I can really seize the day.
I would be liking that greatly.
"来个这个，卡斯帕尔和贝尔。
I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
我们再来一个这个醋渍海鲜蔬菜，施伯特和这个多罗提亚。
While I have little interest in food, I will admit to a weakness for this one dish.
I think I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
看一下大家的支援信息啊，果然提升了，施伯特和 Dorothea。
Completely unreasonable. How will I see to this?
Hubie, what are you doing here?
A routine matter. No cause for concern.
Ah, so it's something to do with 80 then.
And?
She really is all you ever think about, isn't she? Look, I know you're doing all this so that she'll like you, but if you go too far, she'll end up pushing you away. Maybe even hate you.
This has nothing to do with swaying Lady Edelgard's sentiments. I am simply her humble servant. I do what is in her best interest. Whether she cares for me or not is irrelevant.
It really doesn't look that way to me. I bet you'd follow any order Adie gave if you thought it would make her like you. Am I right?
Any order? What a thing to suggest. But the answer is no. I will decline any directive that I deem would not be beneficial to her.
Is that right? So, just for example, if Adie commanded you to find yourself a suitable wife, would you do it?
If it would benefit her in some way for me to marry, then yes, I would marry.
It's easy to say that now, with no bridal party in sight. But if it was the day of the wedding? Nah, I don't believe that.
I don't care what you believe. My only wish is to see Lady Edelgard fulfill her ambitions. All other matters pale in comparison.
Hubie, pale in comparison? You've seen too many operas. I don't think you understand how the world works. At all.
And I don't care what you think either. I would make any sacrifice to support Lady Edelgard. It's a shame you've never experienced such devotion.
You're right. I don't have anyone like that right now. But maybe someday I will.
Then maybe someday you'll understand. Until then, we will never see eye to eye. Now, if you will excuse me, I have much to do.
Hubie, I don't get you. Although I do find your point of view just fascinating.
舔狗至高境界。菲尔迪南特和佩托拉。
Ferdinand? Our professor is wanting to see you. He has much concentration right now. I will wait for him to be finished reading.
Diplomacy has an effect upon weapons development. Yes, that makes sense. Oh, Petra! How long have you been there?
A short time. You were devoting all of your attention to that book.
Forgive me, I was fully absorbed in my reading. I see you have been reading as well. Anything interesting?
I am studying the history of Fodlan.
A history book? What a keen student you are. And it's about House Hresfelg. Certainly a stimulating topic.
I am wishing to learn all about Fodlan. What is the book you are reading?
Oh, this? This relates to a little hobby of mine. The regional history of weapons development in Fodlan. Militaries have to adapt their weapons according to terrain and climate. And they have to keep up with technologies in other regions. It's very interesting.
Yes, it is interesting. I see why you would be enjoying that kind of reading.
Oh, does that excite your curiosity too? Perhaps you would care to read more about it then. This is just one of 18 volumes, and our library has the entire collection.
I give you my gratitude. Research of weapons could be a good reference for me. Oh, please take my apologies. I was meaning to tell you that our professor is wanting to see you.
Oh, it is not like you to forget something. I suppose I ought to be going then.
Yes, it is a rarity that I forget something. But it is not impossible.
接下来是卡斯帕尔和贝尔纳提塔。
And that one goes there. Perfect!
Oh, hey, Bernadetta. What's going on?
Enemy! Enemies here! We're under attack! Help! Someone! Anyone!
Help? I'm the one who came here for help. I guess I'll just take care of it myself. I can't believe I got hurt trying to break up someone else's fight. It's ridiculous. All I do is step in to calm them down, and the next thing you know, they're both at my throat. Hey, you ever been in a fight?
Fight? You're challenging me to a duel? No, 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 I can't! Never fought anyone in all my life! I surrender! You win!
Alright. That was easy enough. Not to be rude, but do you ever think that maybe your attitude makes you a little unapproachable? You should try stepping outside and socializing. I'm sure you'd make friends in no time if you didn't waste it all in here.
Outside? In no time? Oh, sure, yeah. Why didn't I think of that? Or maybe it's just not as easy for me as it is for you. Did that ever cross your mind?
Why wouldn't it be? Making friends is easy. This one time, I even made friends with someone I'd just been in a fight with. I think it was the gorgeous view that did it. We really shared a moment. Come on, let's go check it out.
Hold on! What are you doing? Please don't touch me! Ah! Put me down! Put me down!
Calm down. I'm just gonna carry you out of here. Easy does it. And here we are. See? That wasn't so bad now, was it? And what about this view? Gorgeous, right?
So this is what death is like. Didn't expect it to be so sudden. Come and claim me, sweet death. But first, let this evening sun wash clean my imperfect soul.
Hey, now don't go dying on me, Bernadetta. It's just the sun.
Huh? What? Where am I? Oh, it's pretty. Such a lovely view.
贝尔的性格呢，还是非常的可爱的。剩下的时间的话，我们跟其他的学生对个话吧。这边显示了托马修的食堂。托马修嘛，我们玩过青狮县都知道他是个坏人啊。其实他原来是个好人，但是呢，他好像被人换皮了，被人假冒了。
Bridget has much more warmth than Fodlan. Even spring here has coolness. And you, Professor? Which do you find is worst? Too hot or too cold weather?
怕冷，因为这个佩托拉的话，她是热带的人。
I have agreements. In Bridget, I am able to be wearing much lighter clothes.
你现在穿的也挺少的啊。这个托马修啊，托马修是我们的杀父仇人啊。这是利斯提亚，那托马修呢？阿罗伊斯。我们到了入口大厅这里。先去找托马修对个话，看他在想什么坏主意呢？他应该是在外面吧？哎。
Do you know about the cardinals? They are the ones who run the church. Their identities are a closely guarded secret.
那当然是西提斯跟福莲他们了，对吧？希尔达就算了。我们去找马努艾拉、阿罗伊斯。
Oh, Professor, how are you today? I'm just heading out for a mission. I'll be seeing you.
加油！我有不好的预感。
What makes you say that? Do you know something I don't? Are there supernatural elements at play? Ghosts? Oh, forget it. I'll be going now.
这，哎，你就这么走了？看来我刚才还是要选这个正常一点的答案啊。
You there?
什么伊尔里莎老师
You look bored. Care to duel?
一决生死。
I just wanted to spar.
死神骑士啊，我们的老朋友马努埃拉在哪儿呢？
What?
这不是这希尔达呀。
You know, Professor, there are some things I'll just never understand. Like the other night, I went on a date with a dashing, handsome, strong young knight. Oh, I'm a bit weak just remembering
死神骑士吗
Anyway.
应该就是死神骑士，为什么呢？因为我们不是在这个青狮县的时候玩到一个福莲被抓走的那一节嘛，就是马努埃拉被这个死神骑士给打倒了。
Do you know what that no-good jerk said when we got back to my room? He said, "What a mess. I'm afraid to go in there." Can you believe it? You know who cares about keeping everything neat and tidy? Not me, that too. Afraid to go in there. Some knight he is.
来钓鱼池这里看看呢，今天也不是大量繁殖季啊，那我们就回去吧。
Have you not been told what's expected from lectures here? Well, I can tell you how it works based on what I've heard from other professors.
行了，我不用了解了。大家的这个目标的话，我都已经设定完了。那就小组课题的话，飞行啊，那艾戴尔和卡斯帕尔的话呢，都准备培养成飞龙骑士，所以让他们两个来。那我来个别指导。首先就是这个 Dorothea， 她的信仰的话呢，信仰充值。它这个是可以才能绽放的。
I got it? Good. You're quite the motivator, Professor. I appreciate your coaching, Professor. I got it? Good. I'm a quick study.
艾戴尔的话，先把他的
Nothing
指
worth
挥等
celebrating.
级提升一下。
Praise isn't necessary, really. Nothing worth celebrating. I won't forget all I've learned. I still have much to learn.
施伯特的话也是啊，先把他的指挥等级。
It is all in hand. Flattery will get you nowhere. One step closer to mastery. The battlefield has much to teach.
休伯特居然有这个魔力之源啊！休伯特看起来也不是一个擅长支援的人呐、
I am beginning to understand. I appreciate your coaching. Enlightening.
Tell me, am I achieving anything yet? How long will this take?
诶，卡斯帕尔的话，他是不擅长指挥的。你不擅长也要学呀。
That went way better than expected.
佩托拉。
Your guidance was greatly useful.
May I ask?
我很爱武器和防具这些东西，就算身在士官学校，我还是最新收集。但要如何才能在这里遇到新的武具呢？好好利用交易商人如何？请骑士团的人借你看看如何？你干脆去打铁铺拜师学艺，自己做。那菲尔迪南特的话肯定就不喜欢这个嘛，因为他是贵族嘛，对吧？请骑士团的人借你看看吧。
I am not sure that is feasible.
这个居然是最差的选项！天哪，我选错了。
Let's finish this quickly.
Yeah, no problem. We finished. As long as it makes me stronger.
One step before the next step.
谁过生日啊？拉斐尔啊，算了。拉斐尔的话是金鹿的，等我们3周目的时候呢，再来了解一下他。今天的话就只能出击啊。行吧，那我们本期的话呢，就先结束在这里吧。我们顺便来看一下大家的特技啊。我的特技的话是老师的引导，自己与邻街的我方获得的经验值变为1.2倍。皇帝的血统。艾戴尔获得的经验值变为1.2倍，参谋、计谋、计策的威力加5，这个是休伯特。菲尔迪南特的话呢是胸有成竹 ，HP 全满时命中回避加15。林哈尔特呢是小睡片刻，若不行动并进行待命，回复 HP 上限的10%。卡斯帕尔好勇斗狠，临界的敌人在战斗中回避减10。贝尔的话是被害妄想 ，HP 没有全满时攻击加5。Dorothea 歌姬和开始时回复临界的我方 HP 上限的10%。佩托拉是狩猎的守则，敌人的 HP 低于50%时必杀加20。都是挺有用的啊。存个档吧。
Welcome, Professor. This is the first time I have welcomed you here, is it not?
因为之前我们继承存档的时候呢，把跟这个 Lady Rhea 的支援等级提到了 C 级，但是我们并没有看到过，这个支援对话，所以我们现在来看一下。
There is no need to be nervous. Please, come closer. When you speak with me here in this room, you are not speaking with the Archbishop, but with Rhea. It's just me.
我明白了。
Such a sweet child. My apologies. I should not be treating you like a child. As Gerald's kin, somehow you don't seem at all a stranger to me. Speaking of Gerald, may I ask if he ever spoke of me to you?
我没有听过。可怕的人，很棒的人，可怕的人啊！选这个看看 Lady Rhea 是什么反应。
My, that does sound like something Gerald would say. However, one would be remiss to not take circumstance into consideration. In order to rise to the role of Archbishop, one must maintain an unbiased approach to judgment. It oft requires a certain sternness of words and actions. However, I believe that the person who stands before you now is no longer frightening. At least, that is my hope. Since you are here, shall I tell you about the Gerald that I knew? By the look of it, you haven't heard much about his time at the monastery, have you? When I first met Gerald, he was quite young. Why, he could not even grow a full beard at that point. On one fateful occasion, the band of mercenaries he belonged to fought alongside the Knights of Seiros. I was traveling with the Knights at the time, and Gerald jumped in front of an attack meant for me. He was gravely wounded, on the verge of death. I tended to his wounds in a desperate attempt to save his life. Thankfully, my efforts were not in vain. Gerald managed to escape a seemingly certain death. I made arrangements for him to receive further care at Garrick Mock. The moment he was deemed fully recovered, I invited him to join the Knights.
能听到从未听过的事情真好。
Well, it is not a story I have often repeated. Even at the monastery, there are not many who know that. I tell you this because, to me, you are the child of the one who saved my life all those years ago. And also... Never mind. It is nothing. I simply wanted to say that I trust you. By coming to visit with me today, you have... Well, suffice it to say that my day is brighter than it otherwise would have been. I thank you for that.
行，那我们本期的话呢，就先结束在这里了，我们下期再见吧。